Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Your Big Music Moment. I'm your host, Chris Sharma, and we have Kesha Janaan with us today. It's going to be an amazing show. First, acknowledge our partner, Musicians on Call, who bring the healing power of music to those in need. And now, here's Kesha. How are you? Welcome.
Hi.
Hey. As usual, we love to start out with some music and then can't wait to talk and then hear about your journey as a musician and artist.
Of course. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him, to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Whoa, whoa, la 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 la, whoa, la, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
You certainly picked a tough one to start out with. Great job.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. First of all, where are you signing in from? Where are you located?
I live in Fayetteville, North Carolina,
Okay.
but I'm originally from Los Angeles.
Ah, that's where big music is headquartered. That's where we're coming to you from. So that's great. So how long? So usually, kind of what we ask. The first question is just like, what's your superhero origin story? How did you come to be on the mic singing so beautifully, and what's been your process to get here, and what inspired you to be here?
I guess it's kind of been a long process. My dad is a jazz guitarist, so I joke and I say that I grew up backstage, which is kind of true. um, but I've kind of been involved in music my whole life. I was more on the instrumental side coming up. I played the piano, the bass, the clarinet, and the trumpet. I really don't play most of those anymore. I kind of just claim the bass now, and I
That's a pretty
played.
diverse group of instruments to have played. Wow.
Yeah, it is. And I wasn't. My parents were very open to us experimenting with what we wanted to do, and so I guess I took every advantage. So whenever I saw something cool, I was like, well, let me try that. And in junior high and high school, I decided I wanted to play the bass. So that's kind of when I started playing the bass. I was in jazz bands and orchestras all throughout junior high and high school. And then, I kind of went through this thing when I was a senior in high school where I wasn't sure if I was so involved in music because it was my own passion or if it was because I felt like that's what my family expected of me. So I joined the Army. I went to West Point. And I mean, my bass teacher was convinced that West Point accepted me because they wanted me to play in the band. And I was like, that's not a thing there. But it was kind of like this, I don't know, this strange dichotomy of, going through the whole application process, like the physical fitness tests and the interviews and everything to get into the military academy while also auditioning for, music programs at different music schools. So I was still trying to figure things out. And I finally just decided that I wanted to go into the military. So I actually got on the mic kind of by accident. It was kind of during this, the plebe integration week. So after I graduated from basic training, and started my freshman year, I had a couple upperclassmen that were kind of messing with me and trying to figure out, what my backstory was. And they asked if I was a legacy, like if my family was in the military. And I was just kind of like, no, my dad is a jazz guitarist. And, my mom works in community service. And they were like, oh, okay, we'll sing one of your dad's songs. And I was like, what? He plays the guitar. like, that answer did not suffice. So I sang a song. And then a few weeks later, one of my classmates drugged me down to the West Point Glee Club audition. And at that point, I kind of, didn't really think that I could sing. I just felt like I could hold a tune because I'd been, around music so much.
Right.
But the Glee Club director kind of reassured me of my vocal abilities after I auditioned. So I was in the Glee Club and the gospel choir at West Point, and just kind of that's kind of where I started singing.
Wow. I mean, that's an amazing beginning to that music career. How, I mean, I got so many questions, but what is there something about how you approach things in an organization like the military? Well, first of all, I should say thank you for your service. And that's first and foremost. But that said, is there something about the approach and, in an organization like the military that I presume has kind of rules and traditions, and is there anything that is common with music or antithetical, or how do they work together?
I think like music is a very big inspiration and motivator to a lot of people. So the military has, music intertwined with certain aspects of the culture. Like, when we're when the military, I'm not in the military anymore, but, when I was active duty, and I believe they still do this, but, while we were doing physical training, especially during runs, they would do something that's called calling cadence, but it's really just singing. Like it's a call and response song. So, it's meant to like motivate you while you're running and build camaraderie and things like that. So,
is that traditional like da 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 da, and then the group, the chorus says something, then a single person, it goes back and forth with that driving rhythm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, if you go like way, way back, the military was kind of very reliant on drummers. Like the drummers would kind of play different things to signify different commands, just because they didn't have like radios and stuff. So they couldn't radio back what the command was. So, I mean, I think that like music and the military kind of go hand in hand. There are a lot of like military songs, every service has a song, every service academy has a song that we have to learn. So I think because music has such a tie to our emotions, the military really does use music to kind of tie people together and give you a motivation and, unite people behind the common cause, which is, pride and support for your country.
Well, it's so fascinating that that's been your background. So you continued and you sang, and then did you do any of that in active duty as well, or did you kind of have to pick up music on the side from after the academy?
Yeah. So when I graduated and went on active duty, music did become more of a hobby. I got to my first unit and deployed, within about a year. So there wasn't a lot of time for music, but I did, make sure to pack a guitar because I was going to learn the guitar while I was deployed, So I just kind of always carried it with me. And I felt like, there was just always this need to keep being involved in music and more than just listening to it. So I actually started recording myself just on my computer, singing while I was deployed. So that was kind of when I started tinkering with like singing by myself.
Okay. And I can't wait to hear more music, but there's so many great things you bring up. Is that to people starting out, trying to quote unquote find their voice, both literally and figuratively? Is that a technique that you recommend, or to record yourself and listen back? Is that how you kind of got your amazing chops? Is that one of the techniques?
Yeah, I was recording myself and, doing what you can. So, if for singing specifically, but I think it works with pretty much any kind of instrument that you want to play. It's a muscle, it's muscle memory, it's learning, how your body works. So you just have to do it. So if it is just singing, voice notes in your phone and then listening back and just kind of thinking about how that sounds. Do you like the sound? Do you not like the sound? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And then, trying to tweak it. If you can get voice lessons, then that's awesome. If not, there's lots of vocal coaches on YouTube that have, snippets that you can rely on until you can get to the point where you can get voice lessons, or a vocal coach. But yeah, it's just doing the thing. Like that's what really helps you get to get places.
Wow, that's great. That's really inspirational. Just do it, basically. And that's great. Well, speaking of which, can't wait to continue the conversation, but we'd love to hear some more tunes as well.
All right.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. Que tengo miedo a perderte, perderte después. concert with all the blood-washed band. Well, I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there, no more to roam. Well, I'm only going over Jordan. Well, I'm only going over home.
That is the grooviest version of Wayfaring Stranger I have ever heard. Wow. How great. It's usually like an a cappella standard. So
Yeah.
that was a really cool way to approach it. So let's, we talked a little bit beforehand about writing, and now these, you've been re-engineering some, existing, really classic songs, and now you said you're starting on the journey of writing yourself,
Yes.
and that must be quite a switch.
It is a little bit, but it's always good to like get out of your comfort zone and try new
Right.
things. It is very helpful that I have a sister. My big sister is like a wonderful songwriter, so she is co-writing a few songs with me. And I'm working on some stuff by myself. So, it's fun. It's a good way to, I don't know,
Right.
do something new. And now that I've kind of reimagined songs that I grew up listening to and love, it's I guess the next step to kind of imagine your own songs.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess in these interpretations, especially ones that are a little bit, really much more wider, as they say, or more creative, totally reimagining a song like Wayfaring Stranger, that is halfway to songwriting, actually. You're injecting a lot of your own spirit into it that way. What inspires you as you sit down now, to write new songs or even redo an instrumental of one that already exists?
It's just kind of so like thinking about writing my own stuff, it's mostly just based on my experiences. So sometimes it's, things that I would say to myself, things that I wish that somebody would say to me, things that have happened or things that people have said to me. So it's just kind of, interpreting those experiences through music. And
Right.
I mean, really just reimagining songs is just kind of like, taking a song that and then, maybe saying, I really like, it usually is like a country song or like a folk song, Wayfaring Stranger, but
Yeah.
I'm not really a country singer. I am more on the R&B, like blues side of things. So bringing
Right.
that element to a song that's usually like more covered by country or folk singers is fun to me.
Yeah, I mean the results are amazing. Obviously, it sounded fantastic. What, in terms of going forward, are you going to be releasing, some more material, some self-written material, or what are the next steps? What can everybody look forward to?
Yes, so I do actually have the version of Bésame Mucho and Wayfaring Stranger out now. But I am working on, like I said, I'm working on some original music, and I hope to start recording early next year, January or February timeframe. So hopefully it'll be ready to release by the spring, early summertime.
Awesome. And it is the best place to go. I mean, Spotify, I think you have a beautiful website, KeshaJanaan.com. Is that the best place for people to go, and then they can spider off into the different, content platforms? Is that where you'd like everyone to go get exposed to your work?
Yeah, so you can go to KeshaJanaan.com. You'll find my music there. But I also, if you go to KeshaJanaan.com/song, I will send you Wayfaring Stranger for free. And, was blessed with a very unique name. So I am Kesha Janaan everywhere on social media, though I am most active on Instagram.
Okay. Well, that's where everyone should go. And I mispronounced your name last go around, so I very much apologize, Kesha. So
That's okay.
you know, but great. It's really been a pleasure to have you on. I can't wait to hear more music from you, and what an amazing and inspirational story of kind of where your journey has been thus far. It's really cool, and I can't wait to learn more about it. So thanks so much for being on your big music moment. And should we close out with a song?
Yes, we're gonna do a fun holiday song. So thank you so much for having me.
Of
And
course.
since it's the holiday season, hopefully it's a song that you guys enjoy.
Perfect.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellows that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. And Santa cutie, fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Just sign your X on the line. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Come on and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations from Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. And I don't mean on the phone. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
What a great way to ring in December. Thanks so much, Kesha. Take
You're
care. See you
welcome.
soon.
Thank you.